Hi, my name is Kevon Gulley. I'm the author of Just Like Compton, director of the Save Black Boys program, and we're in Compton, California. I grew up in Compton, the east side, the last hood on the east side, Fruit Town. And life was, for me, normal. To others, it seemed rough, though. I mean, a lot of the stereotypes are true, you know. We just lived through them, though, like it was normal. NWA kind of put it on the map, you know, so now it was something to be proud of instead of the city next to Watts. Junior high, I went to Davis Junior High in Compton, and then high school I went to Centennial, but I didn't stay there long. I got caught with a knife, so I got kicked out, and I went to Banning. There's 3 blood schools: Fremont, Dorsey, and Centennial. You know, those are the blood schools, like known. Everybody know. Crips like I can't go there. You know, that's our school. Age 12 is usually when the streets call you, and then if you're strong enough to answer, you don't answer. You don't answer. If you're weak enough to answer, you do. I was weak. So I answered, and you know, that's when all the chaos started. A lot of time it's in Compton, it's who you're related to, you know, especially on our side of town, you know. Even though he don't gang bang, that's blah blah blah's little brother. So you gonna have some issues if you do something to him or her, you gonna have some issues, you know. So a lot of time, who you are, who you're related to, kind of paved the way for you. I started young, bro. My first gun case, I was 12, you know, and now I didn't have the gun to go shoot somebody. I was just infatuated with guns, and being a gangbanger, you're supposed to have a gun. So I followed the application, you know, Section B, go buy a gun, you know. So I went and bought a gun and got caught with it. Just turned 17, and I got convicted for a carjack, kidnap, discharging a firearm. You know, they threw out the bank robbery. So I had a whole bunch of long list of charges. But that was my first time actually ever going to juvenile hall. But my record was already so bad that when I got to, it's called a fitness hearing to see if you're fit to be charged as a juvenile or charged as an adult. They said, based on the gravity and severity of my crimes, I was definitely going to prison. You always do the, I'm a changed man, I'm going to do right, I'm going to get out. But when you get out, if you don't leave the gangbanger in there, you take him with you. You know, so my gang name was Taco. I was Taco from Fruit Town. So when I went in as Taco, I came home as Taco. I brought Taco with me. So Taco still had some other stuff he needed to do in the street. You know, and that's how I ended up catching case number 2.
How many years were you free before you caught the second case?
3. I went to college, Santa Monica College. I tried to square up, but the streets are strong, man.
And then what happened?
Somebody showed me how to use credit cards. That's all I needed. But I didn't know, unbeknownst to me, that I had 2 strikes from the first case. I didn't know that. Imagine thinking, okay, well, the most they can give me is 3 years because it's only possession of a stolen credit card and forgery is 3 years. And then you get your paperwork, and your paperwork says you're a 3-striker. Imagine how the life sucks out of you because you're like, nah, this is wrong. I only been in trouble once. I didn't know that they can take your case and break it up and give you, instead of, I thought, okay, all one case number, so I'm good, you know, but no, they said, well, on this case number, you had carjacking, kidnapping, discharging a firearm, so we're gonna use these all as different strikes. So now I'm fighting life. I went from fighting 3 years to fighting life in prison.
So how were you able to escape the life sentence in that second case?
Prop 66. Prop 66 was when they were trying to rewrite the 3-strike law so that it wouldn't affect people that were juveniles and nonviolent crimes and all that stuff. And I was a prime candidate because I only been in trouble one time, you know, and I was a juvenile. So I would have got out. Because I was in jail already 22 months. So I would have gotten out. So what the DA did, they started getting scared and started offering deals to people. So they offered me 8 years and I jumped on it, you know.
That's a lot of years to jump on, huh?
But Trip, though, think about all the people that were like, no, I'm a fighter, and their Prop 66 didn't pass. All those dudes now have 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 100 years. In prison, all we do is read. You know, I've read everything from the Quran to the Reunion of the Faithful of Christ, to Karl Marx Communist Manifesto. Like, I've read everything. We read. That's all we do is read. And there were no books about us. You know, there were books about, you know, as far as urban lit, you know, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, all the big time, bigger states, you know, DC, there were no books about LA. So I said, well, you know what? Let me do something about it instead of complaining about it. You know, I lived a pretty interesting life, so let me see what happens. And, you know, that's how Just Like Compton was born.
So what do you got there?
This is the original handwritten manuscript. I keep it with me all the time as a reminder of where I've come from. And as you see, this is written on lineless prison paper. You know, 386 pages handwritten.
And how long did it take you to do that?
96 days. It didn't take that long. I just wrote my memories down. I didn't have to make up stuff. I was talking about this on KGLH the other day, and this is the way I explained it. When I was doing wrong, I was the first one out the car. You know, we talked about it on the way here. Let's go. You know, I done rode all the way over here with this gun. We finna use these guns. Same thing with when I have a business venture. Same zeal, same energy. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it and get it done. And that's been my attitude. I got a few things going on, man. The book there's a movie in the works right now based on the book. I started a clothing line maybe a year after I met you, RDC, Ratchet Denin Company. That took off pretty much overnight. You know, I don't know if I grabbed the pictures, but I have like a lot of celebrity endorsements, Scarface Game, all them dudes, you know, they all wear my stuff. They worn it in movies and videos, been on TMZ 3 different times, so.
Where'd you get the name, the idea of Ratchet Denin Company?
I wanted to take it and turn it into something else. You know, people think ratchet is new. That's an old word. You know, it's a really, really old word. If you go listen to like old Fabulous albums, he was talking about a ratchet under the seat, meaning a pistol, you know. The South kind of took it and made it promiscuous girl, hoe, easy, whatever, you know. And I wanted to give it my own definition. Another challenge for me. Trying to be hard-headed and do something new, and it pretty much worked out, bro. I had some magazines somewhere where my clothes have been in magazines and like all over the place, bro.
And what's up with the font style? Talk about that.
Something catchy. You know, I wanted to use something catchy, so I used a version of the Disney font. It's not theirs, I own it. I just tweaked it a little bit. You can't tell the differences though, but I wanted to use that because it's catchy right away. It's like two things that don't go together. You know, that kind of took off, and then I got called to do something else, you know, which was start a nonprofit called the Save Black Boys program. It's a nationwide program.
Okay.
You know, and it's taken off again overnight. Save Black Boys is only 6 months old, but we've already raised about $40,000 just based on selling T-shirts, and we haven't even started. That's before we had the 501c3. Now we have all these athletes and actors and stuff that want to help. The goal is a 24-hour rec center because people don't understand our kids are getting killed at night. They're getting killed at night when there's nowhere to go. So they're hanging out at the bus stop, at the liquor store, in the park, and that's where all the people are getting killed at. So instead of, again, crying about it, I decided to do something about it. You know, I started Save Black Boys, bro, because I know what I was missing as a black boy. You know, if I had a man that would have talked to me and helped me, I wouldn't have ended up the way I ended up. And I know 77% of black dads don't even visit. So knowing that, I'm putting a team of black men together that are gonna be there consistently, because people don't understand, and it's so stupid to me, the black boys are used to black men not being there, okay? Your mom has a new boyfriend, he gonna stay 6 to 8 months, then he gonna leave. You know, then she gonna get another boyfriend. You're gonna have a lot of uncles, you know, that aren't gonna stay, and that's not realistic. So we're gonna be a permanent force. You know, and I'm carefully hand selecting the people that I'm gonna deal with, because we're literally, bro, gonna save hundreds of thousands of black boys. This is Kevon Gulley with being interviewed by StreetGangs.com, and I just want you guys to support SaveBlackBoys.org, and that's it. Each one, teach one. I took it personal that a lot of these books were basing their stories on things that I had done, or things that friends of mine had done, and getting credit for it. So I said, well, you know what, I'm gonna do something about it.
One of my friends got shot. Got killed right in front of my sidewalk, right in front of my house. It was like, man, it was pretty bad, it was really harsh.